Hi, everybody. This is Lowell, and we're talking about how to start a music school, in particular, how to lead effectively with your people and with your organization and with yourself. And this last leadership thought that I'm leaving this section with is to make sure that you are willing to go out into the public and give what you have to offer. Um, Everybody has a little bit different personality. Some people that's easy to do. Some people, we call them people who like to be around people. Other people, especially musicians, tend to be a little more introspective and a little more. Many times, musicians tend to be a little bit, what's a good word, picky or uh, basically focused on um, getting things, all the details right. Perfectionism, I guess, would be the word I'm looking for. Uh, a lot of times, musicians tend to be perfectionistic, and it's not good enough to share with anybody. And so, it's really important if you're going to be reaching out with a music school and to reach other people, and literally be changing their lives with what you're giving them. Uh, that you have to make the decision to step into their world first. And so one of the things that was challenging to me when I first started and developing the music school, and with our search engine optimization that we were doing, required me to get Google reviews, and that was a challenge to me. And in order to do that, I had to start interfacing with the parents and um, with people that were benefiting from our school starting, and that went fine. And I gathered reviews from them, and then at a certain point, the need for reviews eclipsed what we had to glean from, and so it required me to go out into the public and actually interface directly with the public and ask if they would be willing to help me out and give me reviews for our school. And so I was just out playing at the mall. But it was such a struggle to get myself to do that and to actually make the decision, because I am of that category I was talking about, a little bit perfectionistic and want things to be right. And I remember this one instance where I was going out to, it was around Christmas time, and I didn't want to do it. I knew that I needed to, and went out and started playing, and I heard a little bit of applause behind me. Was one person, and I thought, well, great, we have a little bit of an audience. And of course, I eventually asked him if he'd give our school a Google review, but and of course he was compliant to do that. But then he came up and he says, "Hey, would you be willing to play Silent Night for me?" And it was just this one person. There was no big crowd. It was just this one person on a remote moment. And he says, "Yeah, my granddaughter died recently, and that would mean a lot to me just to play Silent Night." And so I, played for him, and he was weeping, and had a chance to encourage him. And but that moment was more than just um, doing something to benefit the school. That moment was me connecting to the to my culture. It was me connecting to the people of my city. It was me connecting to an individual's need. There was another time where I needed some. I thought I needed some more popular material. What I had in my memory was solo Bach, and so I just took my violin and took solo Bach out there. And in my head, I'm going, nobody's going to want this. Most of the people here are going to want pop music, and they're just going to walk by and kind of sneer at me. This is what my head was telling me. And so I just sat down and started playing, closed my eyes. I didn't know what was going to happen. And when I finished that particular piece, everybody had gathered around me, and there were a number of people, and whatever I was doing was emotionally connecting with them, and they were willing to help me out with my advertising. And so I that was another instance that was kind of an aha moment for me, is that I need to get out of myself. I need to come out of myself as a person and actually go into the lives of other people. and not be sequestered, a hermit, cocooned in a safe environment. I need to go out into the where people are, and that's really important. If you're wanting to serve the public, then you're going to need to go where they are, and instead of thinking that they're going to come to you just because you've built something that nobody knows about.